Test, test, test. Just doing a quick test. Test, test, test. Just doing a quick test. Yeah, this works. Okay. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream giveaway for issue 2 of Outbreaks. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for getting this one funded. Cannot thank you enough. Super special issue. Really great campaign. And we hit the 5,000 goal, which is exactly what I wanted to get. Which means that issue 3, which is launching in March, will have a cover by a super special artist. I'm not going to say it, who it is right now, because I want to make sure that it's all paid for, it's all drawn. But if you like zombie comics, you're going to love this artist. So that's going to be freaking awesome. So thank you guys so much for helping me get to that goal and hitting that goal. You guys are incredible. And that's why I want to give back to you. I'm going to give away today free signed comics to people that bought a physical copy of Outbreaks issue 2 on my Kickstarter. So yeah, let's get right to it, shall we? I've got on me a spinny wheel with the names of every backer that backed at a physical level. It's right here. Let me just get it loaded. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin these wheels. Not these wheels, this wheel. Here's a wheel right here, as you can see. That's everybody that bought a physical copy of Outbreaks issue 2. Lots of people there, so really, really appreciate it. Now, last time we had it so that people could win multiple copies. I'm not going to do that this time because I felt kind of bad for people that really wanted to win stuff. So if you win one copy and that's it, you're out. Congratulations, because you win. And sorry that my brother's not here this time. It's just because that audio issue last time was ridiculous. So we're just going to get going with this, okay? So let's start off right away. Let's start right away with giving away a free signed comic, shall we? I just realized that I don't have my signature pens on me. So I will be signing these separately. I will just show you the comic that I'm going to be giving away, and that will be your comic, okay? That's how we're going to do this. So let's start with what we got here. We have issue 12 of the Fantastic Four. Now, I didn't draw this comic, but I did draw the backup in the comic, which is when we were launching the Future Foundation back in, 2019 maybe? I think that's when this first came out. Yeah. Had a lot of fun with this series. This series ended a bit too short, but there was a lot of good art in there, a lot of fun. Me and Jeremy Whitley were having a great time, who I recently went on his podcast with. And some good colours on this book as well. So, shame to see it over with. Colours by Greg Menzie, who worked with me on Great Lakes Event. On Spawn. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be giving away this issue of Fantastic Four, number 12, to... Drum roll, please. We are spinning the wheel. The wheel is spinning. And that is to Lawrence Bell. Lawrence Bell, congratulations, you just won this comic. So I'm just going to write your name down. And that is Lawrence Bell. This comic is yours, buddy. There we go. Proof that this is yours. It's got your name on it. Lawrence Bell, congratulations, you just won Fantastic Four. Okay, so, let me talk a bit about the Kickstarter itself. I was really worried about this Kickstarter. I thought that it could have just been like, we got issue 1 overfunded, so that was going to be it. I went into issue 2 really down in the dumps because, my IDW creator-owned book got cancelled due to... I contractually can't say, but my IDW book got cancelled, something I was working on for years, something I was really passionate about that I wanted to hopefully turn into, a television series one day or a movie. The sky was the limit with that project. It was really exciting. That book got canned. due to unseen issues, and I was really depressed. Like, I went into a depression because of it, because I've been focusing and trying to get into the creator-owned industry for so long. It's my true passion. It's what I want to do with my life, and that was just a real kick in the nuts. And I was really upset, and I lost passion for even Outbreaks. But we launched and we did great. On the first day, we got, I think, 30+% done in the first day. And then the whole campaign, you guys have been incredible. Lots of new backers as well. So if you're watching this and you're new, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I'm going to stop waffling on and having this as a little group therapy session and move on to the next comic I'm going to be giving away. Now, this is Dynamite. Die! Exclamation point! Namite! And I think this was their sort of zombie story that they did in the Dynamite universe. So it's full of zombie content. And if you look on the cover here, this is sort of like a Valentine's Day special. I drew Red Sonja blocking off one guy towards Deja Thoris and Vampirella as zombies. So, zombie-themed comic, very appropriate, I might add. So let's see who's going to win this. We're going to spin the wheel. The wheel is a spinning! Who's won that? John Fletcher Pasquini. John Fletcher Pasquini. I don't know if you're Italian, and if I've offended you, I'm sorry, but John Fletcher Pasquini, congratulations. You have just won this signed comic by me. John Fletcher Pasquini. Pasquini sounds like a super delicious Italian dish. Phil lost me in the Robson, I'll give you that. Okay, this is yours, buddy. Thank you, John. Thank you for backing and buying a physical copy of the book. This is also a really nice quality. Dynamite prints their books nicely. This cover, it feels really good compared to the Fantastic Four book. Yeah, so issue 3 of Outbreaks is launching March 1st, okay? If you want to get that, and if you're watching this and you haven't jumped on Outbreaks yet, it's totally cool. In March, when we launch, you'll be able to pick up issues 1 and 2, and they'll be at a discounted bundle price, so that'll be nice. And if you want to find out more about the book and when we launch it, if you want to read some free stuff from Outbreaks, then you need to head to my website. You can see it in the corner of this screen, www.speechcomics.com. You go to that website, you can read Dead Eye Dick for free, which is the backup story of this book. I believe the chapter 1 is up there right now. Chapter 2 will be coming in a couple of months whilst I write and draw it. But no, I've written it, but I'll start drawing it. So that will be coming soon. And then, yeah, and sign up for our newsletter there. You can find our newsletter on the website by on the main page or after you finish reading Dead Eye Dick. When you sign up for that, I don't email regularly. I only email when stuff is going down. So if the Kickstarter is launching, I will let you know through there. So that's the best way to keep up to date with that. Moving on to the next comic, we got another Dynamite comic for everybody. Special comic for me. This is Vampirella Holiday Special. Why is this special? Because it's the first fully drawn, the whole thing, by me and written by me. I wrote and drew this whole freaking comic book. I'm a huge Christmas nut as well, so I got to write my own little Christmas story, and I kind of went and I did, what did I do? Sort of the hunting, like, greatest game type story, and honestly, super fun art in this book. Like, I would work with Andrew Dalhouse in this, like, we were just going for it in this book. I was trying to really lock down, like, my new, more ink style. Like, this was the first time I started adding solid blacks into my work, so I was really happy with it. The style I was leaning on more, if you can see here, like, I was trying to do a lot of J. Scott Campbell in this book, and it's a super fun book. I think it's really well drawn. I think it's really well colored, and the story is a lot of fun, and I think you should check it out. Also, there's more stories than just my story in this book, so there's more. Super special book to me, so whoever wins this, you've got a little piece of history, because that's the first book I ever wrote and drew fully. And the winner of that book is Spinning the Wheel. The wheel is spinning. Jared. Okay. Congratulations, Jared. Now, I think the only reason it just says Jared and no last name is because that's the display name of the backer. So there could be multiple Jareds. If your display name is just Jared, then you are the winner of this. So congratulations, Jared. The man formerly known as Jared. This one is for you, buddy. Thank you for supporting this campaign. And this one's you. Vampirella, I barely know. Excellent, Scott Holly. Good choice. And shout out to Scott Holly. He saved the day on this campaign. The reason we're doing this giveaway is because he upped his pledge and got us over the finish line. So, Scotty, thank you so much. In fact, you know what? This next book's for you, Scotty. You don't even need the spin. You have won Grey Lakes Avengers Big Bertha cover. That's for you, Scotty. So thank you so much for what you did. I'm going to give you this signed book for absolutely free. So that's to you, Scotty. Who are you? I look just like Scotty Holly. And your name's a little bit like Scotty Too Hottie, who was one of my favourite wrestlers when I was a kid. So there you go. You just won this for absolutely free because you are the man. I'm just going to take a quick celebratory Scotch break. Ooh. I'm drinking some Johnny Walker Black Label. Much deserved Johnny Walker Black Label. Because this campaign has been crazy. Towards the end, so many ups and downs, people cancelling, people coming in. It was a whirlwind, and yeah, I'm just really glad we got to this point. Next time, I'm going to make the giveaway not such a higher, reward. I want to do this earlier in the campaign so that I can incentivize new backers to come in who go, oh, I want to win a free comic, so I'm going to try and do that. Okay, up next. Ooh, this is a special one too. This is number 4 of Spawn Kills Everyone 2. This is when I worked with Todd McFarlane himself. My favorite artist of all time. Someone who I find super inspiring in my life. Just watching him talk, watching him just speak about life and business. I think he's amazing. He inspires me every day. I think he's awesome. Saying he was a favorite wrestler of mine as a kid. What? Yes, Go Johnny. Yeah, loved that. Grandmaster Sexy as well. And Rikishi when they did the little dance in the Attitude Era. Great stuff. So yeah, the fun thing about this cover is I penciled it and Todd McFarlane inked it. Todd McFarlane freaking inked my pencils. After this book, I could have died happy. This is quite an accomplishment. And this is also a homage cover to, I think, Spider-Man 301, where it's Venom standing over Spider-Man. So it's a big whammy all around. This is also colored by Greg Menzie, who I mentioned before, that we did the other book with. And yeah, this is a super colorful book, super fun, silly shenanigans. And nicely printed as well. Image Comics with a nice print. I guess Marvel's still doing that newsstand stuff. So let's see who wins that. We are spinning this wheel around. And the winner is... Oh, I can't see. There we go. Nathaniel Hinojosa. Well, that's fun. Nathaniel Hinojosa, he used to be the host of a podcast called... I can't remember even what it was called now. It was called was it just as simple as the comic book podcast or the comic book show? Anyway, I did a bunch of early interviews with them. I think I did an interview with them before I broke into comics, just talking about me being aspiring and trying to break into comics. And they interviewed Greg Capullo and stuff. And sadly, they stopped their podcast, which was a shame. But I enjoyed them. Anyway, Nathaniel, this one's for you, buddy. Thank you for supporting this project. Nice to hear from you. And now that's yours. Remember, all these comics will be signed. I usually sign them on camera. I started the stream without having my Sharpies on me like a freaking idiot. So, there we go. Okay, what else can I talk about? New comic coming from me next year on Kickstarter called Mobster Mash. This is a book that I will be fully drawing and writing myself. It's a crime noir story, and it's about the what if the classic Universal Hollywood monsters were all mobsters, and they're all in a turf war over Tinseltown, aka Hollywood. So it's kind of like Sopranos or Godfather, but with classic Hollywood monsters. So it's kind of, it's like Monster Squad meets The Godfather. That's what I'll say. So it's a really fun book, something I really like. Don't worry, Outbreaks fans. There's more Outbreaks coming next year as well. Issue 3 is launching in March. Trade paperback will be launching at the end of next year, and then issue 4, I believe, will be launching the following March. And we're just going to kind of be going off of that. Hey, buddy, Jeff, I'm glad you're here, bud. Jeff, one of my oldest best friends. We went to university together. I lived in his wardrobe, like in his closet, in his house, and slept on the sofa. Love you, bud. Thank you for your support, and thank you for being on the stream. Okay, so what do we have next? What are we giving away? This is Royals number 3. This is what are they called? I can't remember. What's the name of the Eternals? Is that the name? I can't remember. And I draw the stuff, so there you go. This book I did right after I finished Great Lakes Avengers, which was my main series. I did at Marvel. The book suddenly got cancelled, so I was scrambling. So I started taking little jobs, and they needed a filler-in artist on Royal. So I did a couple of pages in this, and I did some Eternals characters. And that's that. And it was my first time trying to do, I guess, slightly more serious art, even though I'm looking at it and my art's not super serious here. But this is what's up for grabs. So, who is going to win a free signed copy of Royals? We are spinning the wheel. The wheel spin. Remember, only one person can win each time, so there won't be any repeats. We have Aaron Hollins has won this. Aaron Hollins, that's somebody that I grew up with, was a good friend of my brother's when we were living in England, growing up. And I believe he lives in Australia now, so that's going to cost me a pretty penny in shipping. Whoopsie. Oh well. There you go, buddy. That's for you. Freestyle comic for you. Okay, so we have only 2 comics left to give away. On terms of my work for Marvel and DC, I decided I'm also going to give away a couple of Resident Evil bundle packs. Now, if you watched sort of at the end of the Kickstarter campaign, I suddenly came up with a new cover. I've been wanting to make the PAL version of the Resident Evil cover that I did, and I was like, screw it, I'm just going to make it, and the bookmark and the sticker, so I'll be giving away bundles of those at the end as well. And the final thing I will do is I will give away a deluxe version of issue 2 of Outbreaks. So the super fancy version, which is with the making of Outbreaks, the full cover gallery, all the extras, and the super awesome shiny foil cover. So I'll be giving that away as well. What do we have next here to give away? Let's do Secret Warriors. Now this was a project I worked on, I guess in 2017, 18. Can't exactly remember when I was working on this. The main artist of this book is also the main artist of the first ever Marvel book I did, which was Star-Lord. So I actually filled in for this guy, Javier Garrison, when I first started at Marvel. And it was fun sort of coming back and filling in for him again. I got to draw a bunch of cool characters I never got to draw before, like Danger Girl, Devil, Dinosaur, and I think it was my first time drawing Miss Marvel as well. So I checked off a bunch of people on my list. I'm trying to find the image that I did. Yeah, this is the page I had fun with. You see the Devil Dinosaur in that page. I thought the colours turned out great as well. So that's what I'm giving right now. The Resi bundle looks so good, I just had to get it. Thank you so much for getting it, yeah. That will be available in the next Kickstarter campaign as well. And I think I'm going to do more like homage bundle stuff, like whether it's N64 or GameCube, or even just Resident Evil or zombies in general. I love the idea of like taking the logos and doing homage covers. So we're going to give away the Secret Warriors comic to is spinning. I thought I remembered that's my aunt. She's not gonna care about getting this, so we're gonna spin the wheel again. Andy Gilchrist. Andy Gilchrist is my best friend growing up in America, in New Jersey. So, Andy, buddy, this comic is yours. I will sign it for you, and it will be yours. And I believe that Andy's dad supported the first campaign, which is super nice, and Andy supported the second campaign, and I think he got the deluxe version. So, Andy, that one's for you. Love you, buddy. And I hope you're well. Okay, so yeah, as I said, issue 3 in March. The cover artist is. I really want to tell you guys, but the thing is, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say who it is, and then suddenly, it all gets cancelled. But right now, I've approached a comic book artist who worked on a very popular zombie comic. I'll just say that, the most popular zombie comic of all time. And we've come to an agreement about a price, and come to an agreement about him doing the cover for issue 2 and issue 3, and also trading cards, the trade paperback cover, other merch as well, other things as well. So that I'm really excited about. I really hope that happens. Mobster Mash, I don't know if I'm going to hire anybody else to come and do covers yet. I kind of want to do like Mobster Mashes, like this is all me, baby. Like it's full Will Robson on all fronts. I'm going to be writing it, like potentially coloring it myself. I'm not sure yet. I have been in talks with another colorist that I do like. It depends on what we do funding wise. I might make someone else color the book a stretch goal, for instance. So we will see. So yeah, that is it. If it's who I think it is, it'll be epic. Yeah. There's 2 guys that you might be thinking of. I'll just say he's the one that first was doing this thing and is awesome. Anyway, so the final comic I'm going to be giving away today from my career is Deja Thoris Winter's End. This is a story. I wrote a short story in this and drew a short story. Oh my god, it's the first story. When you open the... Oh no, it's not. It's the second story. Really enjoyed writing and drawing this short story. I did this sort of thing where everything was mirrored. It was a story about Deja Thoris and John Carter of Mars, about their childhood, and I sort of made it so that everything happened to both of them, but through their own lens, where I believe it was a hunting accident that nearly went wrong. As you can see, there's more splits there with the campfire being split. So it was a fun little story where everything was split down the middle. Short story, but I really enjoyed it. I really miss writing and drawing for Dynamite. If you're watching this, I'd love to keep doing stuff with you. I was about to write and draw fully my own Red Sonja series. That was going to be like a king, based on sort of the King Arthur world. But the money just wasn't right for the project at the time. And I was having interest from DC to work on Batman, and I didn't want to miss that opportunity since I'd never drawn Batman before, so I had to put that aside and go with DC, and since doing that, Dynamite has not been interested in me working for them since. So I don't know if that's anything to do with it, but if you're listening to Dynamite, I'd love to come back and do stuff for you, because I had a great time in it. Okay, so let's give this comic away. This is the last physical giveaway I'm doing right now. And the winner is Hugo Navarro. Did Hugo cancel his bid? 1 second. I remember Hugo Navarro was a big bidder that potentially... I know he went down. Give me 1 second. Let me go to the page. I love saying that guy's name though. Hugo Navarro. Or Hugo Navarro. Ooh, I wanna borrow. That was fucking terrible. See, this is a live stream. You can't cut anything out, so it's gonna sound like shit. Okay, let's have a look here. Hugo Navarro. To increase their pledge. Okay, Hugo wins this because I thought he cancelled his pledge, but no, he didn't. He just lowered his pledge. So Hugo Navarro, this comic is yours. Okie dokie, Artist Smokey. So we've given away, I think, 7 comics in total. So I'm going to give somebody now an opportunity to win a Resident Evil bundle. And that is, you're going to win the add-on exclusive bookmark, sticker, and Power Region cover. So here we go. It'd be funny if, Scott, you won this because you bought it at the last minute. So if that happens, I'll let you choose a cover of your choosing. So here we go. This person is going to win a Resident Evil bundle for absolutely free. And oh, Nathaniel knows he already won. So I said that we're only doing winners one time around. Matthew Seaborn. I know who this is. I believe Matthew Seaborn is the guy I know overseas in Dubai who was one of the biggest backers of our campaign. Super supportive. Thank you so much. PS1 bundle. That has been added to yours. Thank you very much, Matthew Seaborn. I know it's not very exciting just to see a sticky note. I'm adding that to your bundle. Thank you so much. Put that there. Let's give away another one, shall we? I'm just going to give one more away. This is it. This is the last one I'm giving away. And then I'm going to do a deluxe version. So, we are giving one more away. That is going to Ukokna? Ukokna. Ukoknu? Ukokni? Ukokna. Ukokna. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but you just won PS1 bundle. Congratulations, Ukokna. I feel like such a white guy not being able to freaking pronounce that. And now this is it. This is the final giveaway. It's going to be for the deluxe version of issue 2. Thank you everybody that backed the campaign. Again, coming in March, issue 3. If you haven't signed up to my newsletter already, please sign up on speechcomics.com. That's where you can stay up to date with what I'm working on. I don't email regularly. I email pretty much the moment I'm launching. So I hate people, only because I personally hate people that when I sign up for something, they spam me all the time. So I'm not doing that. And then, yeah, so that's what we're launching in March. And then in the summer, we're bringing you Mobster Mash and then the trade paperback for Outbreaks issue 1 after that. Or it might be issue 4. I still haven't decided. We're just going to see how we go. Okay? It depends on how well the third campaign does. So, winning a deluxe version of issue 2 in their bundle is Ben Dixon. Congratulations, Ben Dixon. Is that the same Ben from the Films on the Toilet podcast? I think it might be. Deluxe number 2. Congrats, Ben. That's what you win. That's for you. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining me on this free giveaway. Yeah, and getting to this level, it's been great. You know, I was doing some budget stuff this morning, putting stuff together, looking at what we sold. Like, we sold tons of copies of issue 2, tons of copies of issue 1, and also a bunch of people came up for the trading cards booster packs, which is freaking awesome. I love them. So I've been in talks with the printer today about getting those printed. I'm gonna have to like hand seal them myself with like an iron and stuff. So it's gonna be crazy. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you for supporting the Kickstarter campaign. Issue 3 coming in March. If you want to stay up to date with me, you can follow me on any of my social medias at Robson Nick, and that's ROBSON on any social medias. I'm most active on Twitter, but that might change because Twitter's going to hell in a handbasket. And you can listen to my podcast, Batman the Animated Series podcast with me and my brother, available on all podcast platforms. And then just look at I'm lost for words. Thank you guys. This campaign's been crazy. I've also been building furniture this whole time as well. Over this weekend with the campaign ending, I've been building 2 IKEA wardrobes in my bedroom, and it's nearly killed me. So again, thank you guys. Love all of you. You're the best.